Welcome to Narayana online digital classes. This is Srinivas, chemistry faculty from Madhapur. Today, I would like to explain some objective questions from our Narayana material based on stoichiometry. Okay, let us go for the questions. So, here the first question. The equivalent mass of nitrogen in nitrogen pentoxide. What is nitrogen pentoxide here? It is N2O5. Okay. So, as per the basic definition of equivalent weight, the weight of an element that can combines with eight grams of oxygen, 8 grams of oxygen is known as its equivalent weight. Its equivalent weight. Okay. So, from that definition, I would like to calculate the equivalent weight of nitrogen in that nitrogen pentoxide. Okay. See here, yes, 2 nitrogen atoms are there having mass 28 grams was combined with 5 oxygen atoms, 5 into 16 atomic weight of the oxygen. Okay. So, that is 80 grams. So, in nitrogen pentoxide, 28 grams of nitrogen is combining with 80 grams of oxygen. As per the basic definition, how much amount of nitrogen that can combine with 8 grams of oxygen? That is nothing but its gram equivalent weight. So, equivalent weight of nitrogen in N2O5 is equal to 28 into 8 divided by 80. So, 10 times cancel, that is 2.8 grams. Okay, based on the amount of nitrogen that can combines with 8 grams, I am able to calculate the equivalent weight of nitrogen in N2O5. Okay? Yes. Let us go for the next question. Yes, 2 grams of a metallic carbonate on decomposition gave 1.5 grams of metallic oxide. See here, 2 grams of metallic carbonate, I don't know the valency of the metallic carbonate, but carbonate valency is 2, CO3 taken X times. It gives metallic oxide means OX, where X is the valency of the metal. Valency of the metal. Okay. Now, some moles of CO2 was obtained. So, whatever it may be, according to law of chemical equivalence, according to law of chemical equivalence, law of chemical equivalence, the equivalence of each and every component that is participating in the same reaction is same. So, equivalence of metal carbonate should be equal to equivalence of metal oxide. So, how can we find the equivalence? So, as per the number of moles, how can we find the number of moles? Yes, number of moles can be found by doing weight by molecular weight of the substance. Similarly, number of equivalents can be calculated by using the formula weight by equivalent weight of the substance. So, I am here calculate the equivalence of metal carbonate, means weight of metal carbonate by equivalent weight of metal carbonate is equal to equivalence of metal oxide is weight of that metal oxide divided by equivalent weight of the metal oxide. So what is the weight of the metal carbonate initially has given? It is 2 grams. So 2 divided by, so equivalent weight of metal carbonate is equivalent weight of metal plus equivalent weight of carbonate having valency 2. And equivalent weight of the metal oxide, how can equivalence calculate? Weight of the metal oxide formed. How much weight of metal oxide is formed? 1.5. And what is the equivalent weight of the metal oxide? Means that is the sum of equivalent weight of the metal plus equivalent weight of the oxygen. So equivalent weight of the metal plus equivalent weight of the oxygen. So 2 divided by equivalent weight of metal. And what is the equivalent weight of carbonate? Carbonate ion has molecular weight, ionic weight is equal to 60. So equivalent weight is equal to valency 2. So 60 by 2, that is equal to 30. So here I am taking 30. That is equal to 1.5 divided by equivalent weight metal we don't know, because we don't know the metal valency. But equivalent weight of oxygen is 8. So by doing this calculation, cross multiplication, 2 into equivalent weight of metal plus 8 is equal to 1.5 into equivalent weight of metal plus 30. Okay. So by doing the calculation, I am able to do this. 0.5 into equivalent weight of metal is equal to how much it is? 29. So equivalent weight of metal is nothing but 58. Okay. So like this, based on the law of chemical equivalence, we are able to do this. Okay. So see here, the equivalent mass of the metal is nothing but 58. Okay. So the total calculation is based on law of chemical equivalence. What is the law of chemical equivalence? The number of equivalents of each and every compound participating in a reaction is same. That is law of chemical equivalence, right? That means 1 gram equivalent of substance can be react with 1 gram equivalence of other substance, no doubt at all, right? So let us go for the next problem. Yeah. 1.6 grams of a metal were dissolved in HNO3 to prepare its nitrate. So metal, I don't know the valency of the metal. It is dissolved in HNO3 and it forms a metal nitride. NO3 taken X times, where X is the valency of the metal. Okay, right. So the nitrate was strongly heated to give 2 grams of oxide. So this metal nitride on strong heating, it gives metal oxide, OX we don't know. So according to again law of chemical equivalence, according to law of chemical equivalence, equivalence of metal nitride should be metal. Here 1.6 grams of metal were dissolved in HNO3 to prepare it. So equivalence of metal should be equal to equivalence of metal oxide. So of metal oxide, whatever it may be. So how can we calculate equivalence? Weight by equivalent weight of metal is equal to weight of metal oxide. What is the weight of metal oxide here? 2 grams of oxide. Yes, 2 by equivalent weight of metal plus equivalent weight of oxygen is how much? 8. Now here the weight was given of the metal is nothing but 1.60 divided by equivalent weight of metal upon equivalent weight of metal plus 8. Now from this I am able to calculate 1.60 into equivalent weight of metal plus 8 is equal to 2 into equivalent weight of the metal. From this I am able to calculate the equivalent weight of the metal as equivalent weight of metal is equal to 32 from the following calculation. Okay, yes, 32. Okay, this is also based on law of chemical equivalence. In a reaction, the equivalence of all the substances same. Based on that, I am able to do this question. Okay, right? Yes. Yeah, let us go for the next question. Yeah, 1.52 grams of the hydroxide of a metal on ignition gave 0.995 grams of oxide. The equivalent mass of metal is. So, when a hydroxide, metal hydroxide, OH taken X times, where X is the valency, because OH has the valency 1, minus 1. That is why I am able to write this formula. On ignition gave metal oxide, okay, M2OX, whatever. So, in a reaction according to law of chemical equivalence, equivalence of metal hydroxide should be equal to equivalence of metal oxide. So, how can we find the equivalence? Weight by equivalent weight of metal plus equivalent weight of OH minus. That is equal to equivalent weight of metal oxide means weight by equivalent weight of metal plus equivalent weight of oxygen. So, what is the weight of metal hydroxide he has taken? 1.52. We don't know the equivalent weight of the metal plus equivalent weight of OH minus valency 1, oxygen 16 plus 1. It is 17 by 1. So, 17. So, what is the weight of oxide that was formed? 0.995 grams divided by, we don't know equivalent weight of metal and equivalent weight of oxygen is 8. So, from this I am do the calculation 1.52 into equivalent weight of metal plus 8 is equal to 0.995 into equivalent weight of metal plus 17. Okay, yes, very good. Now, by do this calculation, we are able to calculate the weight of that. Equivalent weight of metal is equal to 9. By doing that calculation, it is clear that equivalent weight of the metal is equal to 9. This is also based on law of chemical equivalence. It is very, very important for JEE mains, right? Yeah. Let us go for the next question. Yeah. The equivalent weight of a divalent metal is 31.82, the weight of a single atom. Yeah. Yes. So, generally, gram equivalent weight is equal to gram molecular weight divided by n factor. So, here it is a divalent metal, means valency is 2. So, n factor is 2. So, he has given the gram equivalent weight 31.82 is equal to, so we don't know the gram molecular weight divided by n factor is. So, gram molecular weight is equal to 2 into 31.82, that is equal to 63.64 grams. This is the mass of gram molecular weight, means it is molar mass. It is the molar mass. Molar mass means mass of 1 mole of the atom. So, mass of 1 mole means Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 power 23 atoms is how much? That is 63.64 grams. Now, mass of 1 atom is how much? Simply by doing the cross multiplication, we are able to do that. So, mass of 1 atom, single atom, is equal to, how can we do this? Yeah, 63.64 64 divided by Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 power 23, or simply we can express the atomic masses, actual atomic masses in atomic mass units. From that aspect also we can solve this question, right? Yeah. So let us go for the next question. Yes, 24 grams of metal reacts with an acid and liberates 22.4 liters of hydrogen at STP, the equivalent mass of metal. Okay, so here 24 1 mole of hydrogen occupies 22.4 liters of volume at STP. That means 1 mole of hydrogen means 2 grams of hydrogen liberates 22.4 liters. According to basic definition of the equivalent weight, yes. So the equivalence, the weight of an element that can combine with 1 gram of hydrogen is equal to its equivalent weight. Okay. So if it liberates 2 grams, 22.4 liters means it displaces 22.4 liters, means 2 grams of hydrogen. That means it can combine with 2 grams. So for 2 grams, how much was reacted? 24 grams of metal was. So according to definition of the equivalence weight, how much weight that is combined with 1 gram? That is equal to 24 by 2, that is equal to 12. Or we can calculate that equivalence is equal to 22.4 by n factor. Here n factor also can be calculated. So I am able to calculate the n factor like 22.4 by 11.2, that is equal to 2. Okay. Yes. So n factor is 2. Now the equivalent mass of metal is 12 grams. Okay. Yes. Let us go for the next question. See here, H2SO4 plus NaOH gives rise to NaHSO4 plus H2O. In this reaction, H2SO4 plus only react with 1 mole of NaOH and only 1 hydrogen can be replaced. Only 1 proton replaced. So in this reaction, n factor of H2SO4 is equal to 1 because it is an acidic salt. It is acidic salt. So n factor is equal to 1. Now equivalent weight of H2SO4 is equal to molecular weight divided by 1, that is equal to nothing but 98 by 1. Okay. So in this case only 1 proton was transferred, that is why equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight. So the equivalent weight of sulfuric acid is nothing but H2SO4, it is 98. Okay. So let us go for the next question. Yeah. H2SO4 plus 2NaOH. See here, H2SO4 is reacted with 2 moles of NaOH and forms Na2SO4. Means in this case it is a neutralization reaction. Okay, 2 H plus ions from acid and 2 OH minus ions from water forms 2 water molecules. So how many H plus are involved? 2 H plus ions are involved and replaces. So n factor is equal to 2 in this case. So equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight divided by 2, that is equal to 98 by 2. So it is 49. So equivalent weight of sulfuric acid in this reaction is equal to 49. Okay, yes. Here MgOH taken twice. Yeah. What is the base acidicity of these two? We have 2 OH minus ions are there. It is also a neutralization reaction. MgOHCl plus H2O. So in this case, only one OH minus and one H plus was involved in this reaction. So in this case, N factor is equal to 1. Then what is the equivalent weight of magnesium hydroxide is nothing but equivalent weight of magnesium hydroxide is equal to molecular weight divided by N factor is only 1. Okay. So equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight. So what is the molecular weight of magnesium? So magnesium, it is nothing but 24 molecular weight, 24 plus 2 oxygens, 32 plus 2. How much it is? 34, 58. So that is equal to 58. Okay, yes. So in this case, see here in this next worked example, MgOH taken 2 times, he has taken 2 moles of HCl and forms MgCl to 2H2O. See here, 2 OH minus ions are involved with 2 hydrogens from 2 moles of HCl and forms 2 water molecules. This is called a neutralization reaction. So how many OH minus ions are displaced here means 2. So N factor is equal to 2. Yes. Now equivalent weight of magnesium hydroxide is equal to molecular weight by 2. Already in this previous case we see that molecular weight is 58. Okay. So 58 by 2, that is equal to 29. Okay, clear, because here 2 OH ions are displaced, so N factor is 2. Based on how many number of H plus or how many number of OH minus ions that are replaced, we are going to calculate the N factor. Right. Now, the next question. Sulfur forms the chlorides. Sulfur forms 2 types of chlorides, S2Cl2 and SCl2. See here in this, sulfur is having +1 oxidation state, valency is 1, but here sulfur is having valency 2. Yes. Now what he is asking, what is the equivalent weight in SCl2? So here equivalent weight is equal to atomic weight divided by valency. In that valency is 2. So what is the atomic weight of sulfur? That is 32 divided by valency is 2. So the equivalent weight of sulfur in SCl2 is 16 because valency is 2 in that particular compound. Is it clear? Yes. So now the next question is, the vapor density of a tribasic acid is X. Tribasic acid means it contains, tribasic acid means basicity is 3, so N factor is equal to 3, that he has given. So vapor density of that compound is X. Now from vapor density calculations, I would like to calculate the molecular weight of the compound. What is the relation between molecular weight and vapor density? So molecular weight is equal to 2 into vapor density. So molecular weight is equal to 2 into X. Now what he is asking? The equivalent mass of that acid is. So equivalent weight of that acid is equal to nothing but molecular weight divided by its basicity or N factor. Basicity is nothing but here for acids N factor. Okay. So equivalent weight is equal to, What is the molecular weight which we have calculated based on the vapor density? 2x. And what is the basicity here? 3. So equivalent weight of that element is 2x by 3. So among the given options, option 3 is the correct one. Is it clear? See here. So tribasic means n factor is 3. From vapor density, we are able to calculate the molecular weight. 2 into vapor density, that is equal to 2x. Now equivalent weight is equal to 2x by 3. Yes. Yeah, this is the end of the session. Thank you so much.